Here we go. In the podcasting room. What is Very Nice?
Well, Very Nice is our YouTube channel. It just reached 1,000 subscribers, which is a very big landmark for us. It's where we dump all of our creative works, so to speak. The Very Nice cinematic universe, if you really want to call it that.
How did it begin, when, and where?
How did Very Nice begin? Well, it really began when we were younger. Us and Owen, we made a movie on the playground, and that kind of just spun it into what it is now. We've been making movies since then, making all sorts of films, not just live action, stop motion, edit videos, anything you can imagine. Very Nice does it.
Who is Very Nice?
Well, Very Nice is me, Gerek, and my twin brother, David. And we've basically just been, besides Owen, doing it all by ourselves for about almost a decade.
What type of art do you make?
Oh, we make all sorts of art on Very Nice. We make live action, we make stop motion, we make these things called YTPs. I mean, our art, it's typically supposed to be satirical. Our art, it's typically supposed to be satirical. It's strange, it's bizarre, it's weird, it's antisocial, it's all this just weird, abstract stuff, abstract imagery, abstract concepts, obscure ideas, politically incorrect or politically bizarre ideas, stuff that's just kind of supposed to provoke the viewer or make them think about something, or just plain weird them out, because if you're going to make an impact, sometimes that's just the best way to do it, weird them out.
What sort of props and costumes do you use?
So here at Very Nice, we use all sorts of different props and costumes. A lot of them we've made ourselves or bought ourselves. We've had to buy it all ourselves with the money we earn. And so we have all sorts of props, radios, guns, fake guns, obviously, hats. We've got phones, computers. We've got we've got a lot of jackets, boots, hats, helmets, swords, anything you could imagine that a movie studio would need. Very Nice has got it.
What about live performances?
So Very Nice started with our live performances in high school, and it wasn't received very well. Then, gradually, we went from Comrade Communism, we did a skit called The Stranger, that had 2 installments, which was received much better, but it still confused people, which is the point. But of course, we'd love to perform for an audience who actually appreciates our art for what it is, not just for a confusing event. And so finally, once we get to campus, we start doing these live performances at open mic and other live performances for our friends. And Very Nice has done a few live performances in their living room. And we used to have a whole group of friends that would come and see him. We kind of lost him, so our last performance was a little smaller. But we still got people coming into our home just to see Very Nice, which is pretty cool. And on campus, we been performing at open mic night, and we're received very well, it's wonderful that we can perform our strange, our bizarre songs, that often include messages or ideas that are, I don't know, they're open-minded, they're not for the faint of heart, they're not for the closed-minded, they're not for the conservative thinker, and it's great that we can reach kids here and they enjoy it. And they don't just enjoy it because it's bizarre or fun, they enjoy it because of what it means. And people come up to us after shows and be like, that was awesome, that was great. People are like, we need a full live Very Nice show on campus, which hasn't happened yet, but we would really like it to happen. Very Nice will perform anywhere. We kind of have to. We performed in our living room on just weird-ass stages. We'll perform wherever we can. So, like, into any size audience, 1, 2, 3 people, anything. We'll do anything to perform, anywhere, anytime.
Is this why you go to film school?
It's very nice why we go to film school. I mean, it's why I go to film school, I think. I mean, in 9th grade, it occurred to me the only thing I really enjoyed doing was making films. It's like, I think I want to do this. And I don't know, this is really what I'm going to do, what I'll do for film. But the film BFA, it's such a wide thing. You can do anything with it. So, like, Very Nice really, I think, pushed me and to develop an eye. I don't know, we're still learning like skills. I mean, that's why we're here at film school, but like I think that Very Nice really convinced me to pursue art, and particularly film and audio and video and documentary here at Ithaca College.
What is Very Nice's future?
The future of Very Nice? Well, I think the live performances are definitely vamping up. I mean, we're still making a lot of videos and film content as well. We thought Very Nice was going to go out the drain after we went to college, but no, in fact, it was the opposite. Very Nice posting and content has been up since then, so like, we're doing well. I think we've got a feature film working on this summer, David and I, The Battle of the Very Nice. We started production last summer, but we had to put it on pause because we went to college, so that's a definitely feature film you got to look out for. Now that we got 1,000 subscribers, we've got more of a fan base, and who knows, maybe one day Very Nice is going to be up on the big screen, Very Nice Studios, making movies. I mean, I could always see Very Nice, Saturday Night Live, being some niche B films or something they play at some weird little theater or studio, but in, I don't know, 25 years, some of these kids can say, yeah, I saw Very Nice live, or yeah, I went to film school with Very Nice, or yeah, I met Very Nice. I mean, who knows?
That's everything. I just click this here to stop it?
Yes.
I get to...
Perfect. Yes, thank you, Owen.
What is Very Nice?
To me, Very Nice? Very Nice is... Can we just get a preview? What are these questions going to be? Just so I'm not taken out.
When I ask Owen, what is Very Nice? Who is Very Nice? What type of art do you make?
Okay.
And don't say like some psychological answer. Hey, it's a YouTube
Okay.
channel, all right? And try not to be weird.
I'm trying to be... With the smile, I'm trying to be creepy, but...
Right.
To no creepy or just me?
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
What is Very Nice?
Very Nice? Well, to me, if you actually ask the question, the logical answer would be, it's a YouTube channel. Why are you smiling at me?
Because you're smiling at me!
Because I'm being weird.
David, all right.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is so funny?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is Very Nice?
Very Nice. To me, if you want a logical answer, I'd have to go with it's a YouTube channel. But to me, Very Nice is my reason for existing. It is art. It is creation. It is birth.
How did it begin? When did Very Nice first start? And try to repeat the question.
When did Very Nice begin? Well, it really started with a YouTube channel for our mother's horse business, but that didn't really go anywhere. And then we started making these like Lego stop motion videos, like kids do. They sucked. I can only just say that. They're a product of their time, and we slowly got better and better, and we're like, we need to get these out to the world. So we started posting them on YouTube, like 3 or 4 views. I remember we celebrated the 25th subscriber special once with a video, but by that point we had gone off the stop motion videos and we started doing these like live action kind of things, which is a big breakthrough for us. The first sat down, Very Nice film.
All right, that was great, but don't ever go into that much detail again.
Okay.
It's only going to be like a 4-minute video.
Yeah, how squiddy.
Good. What type of videos do you make? Like, what type of content do you create in Very Nice?
What type of videos do I make? I make all different sorts of... You could call them videos. You could call them films. You could even call them my children. I call them art. To me, I make art, whether it's an edited film or a YouTube poop or YTP or a form of mashup video that I've become quite fond of, or a stop motion video. To me, that is what I create. I create lots of different types of art on Very Nice, and as I go, I learn more and more things from each different type of video, and I apply what I've learned to the other types.
What's it like working with your bro? What's it like working with your brother?
What is it like working with my brother? It's, I would rather work than him than some bozo. Leave it at that, I think we've been working together for so long now that we can definitely feed off each other's auras. This can also happen in a bad way. Sometimes there can be arguing on set, like whose creative vision is what. Sometimes one of us have a vision, but, in the end, I wouldn't rather work with anyone else because I don't know who else I would work with.
What's it like reaching 1,000 subscribers?
Reaching 1,000 subscribers was probably like a heart attack and schizophrenia and double pneumonia all in one big milkshake. It was just mind-blowing. I never thought we'd get there.
What's it like being able to live so close to home? I mean, going back and forth between home, and does it make it easier? Actually, hang on, pause that, circuit reverse, and we're gonna move on. How did Very Nice start doing live performances, and how are they first received? Mention Comrade Communism specifically.
So Very Nice live, I guess that's what we can call it. We started doing live shit maybe a couple years ago at high school. One of our first things was called Comrade Communism. I played this communist superhero. I got up on stage with a cape, a hammer, and sickle, and it was not received very well, sadly. I don't know why, but people just didn't enjoy Comrade Communism. But as the years went on, we started to gauge what would work and what wouldn't. We still kind of went for the what the fuck slap in the face kind of thing, but we still had the it's so bizarre that it has to be Very Nice. And after we left high school, we've been able to find a new live audience here on Ithaca College. I think Very Nice live is obscure, it's satirical, and I think that obscure sort of satire really speaks to some of the more niche people on this campus.
That's the best thing you've said. Who is the Very Nice fan base on campus, and how has it grown? What's it like to be received, and are you thankful for 1,000 subscribers?
So the Very Nice fan base, it used to be a bunch of people from our high school, but they're all pieces of shit, so we don't talk to them anymore. And now we've kind of had to adopt a new fan base, and I'm very happy to say that it was pretty well received. It didn't take very long. We started performing at open mic night here on campus, and we were instantly received with open arms. People just loved Very Nice, and I think that didn't only make me feel good, but it encouraged us to keep going, and people subscribed, and we were able to reach 1,000 subscribers. And I think coming to Ithaca, doing our live performances, and spreading the word of Very Nice has definitely helped us to reach that.
Why do you go to film school? What's your major?
Well, the only reason I'm here is because I dropped out of a place in New York City, but we don't talk about that. Film school is actually about my fourth choice of dream career, but I'm here because this is all they'll let me do. So I have always been interested in film. I like watching film. I like analyzing film. I think a lot of people that go to Ithaca are just interested in the technology. They'll be like, oh, the so-and-so camera, that's so cool. But they won't be like, oh, that part in the movie was so cool, so well shot, so symbolic. They won't think about it that way. That is why I am here, for that aspect of the film, because the film, in my opinion, is the ultimate accumulation of all different forms of art. We've got costumes, we've got music, we've got lighting, we've got acting, we've got all these different types of art and media coming together to create one masterpiece.
What's the future of Very Nice?
The future of Very Nice? The future of Very Nice? I think it's very bright. I think many months ago, the future of Very Nice looked grim. But actually, Very Nice has been more prominent now than it has been in years past, which is very interesting to think about. I think Very Nice will continue to grow on campus, maybe even continue to grow their live fan base, and you can definitely look forward to some very cool feature-length Very Nice films coming to the Very Nice YouTube channel real soon. I've probably been speaking for 10 minutes. I bet you're probably
5 minutes.
you're probably only going to use 30 seconds of this, so we're
no,
done.
actually, I'm. All right. I'm just trying to think about if we should talk about the costumes.
Do you want to talk about those?
Just say something about the costumes. We have so many costumes, so many props.
Yeah.
Just quick.
You know, Very Nice, we do it all ourselves. So many costumes, so many props. They're all ours. We bought them with our own money. This is really our little film studio, I guess you could call that. We used to show up to drama club or whatever, and I'd show up with a rack of 18 costumes. Oh, these all just came from home. Here they go. They're all mine. And it's this is our stuff. The little Very Nice studio. Very Nice comes in, and the Very Nice comes out, and you never even know it.
Cut. End audio. So what is your role on Very Nice?
Well, I'm sort of a cast member, almost a reoccurring character. I've been in a lot of their FaceTime videos where we call a certain character and the character tends to come and kill us. I think I've died in almost every single FaceTime.
How long have you been working with David and Gerek?
Well, I've known them since first grade, but I think my channel debut would have been around 6th or 7th grade-ish.
Let me think here. What type of art on Very Nice, like, do you make? And can you try and repeat the question, kind of, like, when I ask you?
What sort of art do I make? Well, I guess my sort of original, my individual debut, I guess, was YTP's sort of video mashup. The twins tend to make a couple of their own, and then I decided, hey, why don't I make some of my own? And I have 3 on the channel at the moment.
Perfect. Let's see here. Do you enjoy being on Very Nice?
Oh my gosh, yes. It is such a fun time. Very chaotic at times, but it's a lot of fun. I'm probably really blunt with my answers, my bad.
Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Because I can't ask you the same questions I'm going to ask David, and David's going to ask me, because, let me think here. What about live performances? What do you think about Very Nice live? How was Very Nice, in your opinion, first received when they were first live?
Live as in performing at, like, open mic night and stuff like that?
Like in high school.
Well,
say, like, in high school.
In high school, there were sort of mixed reviews. I think they did have a sort of following, but they weren't, not everyone was a fan, which is unfortunate because they make really incredible stuff.
Were you ever embarrassed by them?
At times, but I've grown to move past that, I'd say.
What about the fan base on campus? What do you know about Very Nice on campus?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to be a part of that a lot. I haven't been able to go to some of the open mic nights due to schedule issues. But I do hope to go to one in the future, potentially.
Hang on. I'm just gonna ask, like, what your role on Very Nice is, and maybe add that you, like, help, because you help. You've done more than just, like, acting, because you have, like, helped in productions. Maybe, like, say that. So, like, what is your role on Very Nice?
Well, primarily I'm a cast member and sort of a recurring character, but I have helped a little bit behind the scenes where they need me to, like, hold the camera in some shots and stuff like that.
What do you think the future of Very Nice is?
Well, what is the future of Very Nice? Well, I do think that the live performances is definitely a really cool route to go down. I do think, hopefully, that the channel will still be a main priority. Maybe some more original content? I don't really know.
And, what are you studying here at Ithaca College?
Currently, I am a screenwriting major. I'm a freshman, but I'm thinking about maybe going into a theater minor or something along the lines of that.
Perfect. I think that's good.
All right.
I click this button right here to
Yes.
stop it.